What is up, everybody from the farming simulator community? My name is Junior from the Notorious Eagle Gaming, and this is episode number 14 of Mod Mondays. In this week, we'll be taking a look at two mod packs. One of them is the Bobcat S160, and the other one is the MLT 629. Now that we will be using the two attachments of the silage attachment for this example. Most of them have been tested. Both of these mods are actually from the Farming Simulator 2013 mod contest. That if you do want to go check all the rest of the mods out, there will be a link in the description below to the Farming Simulator modding website, I guess like their own page on their website. And before we do get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going to be happening within the next month to 2 months. I will be covering each individual mod that was published on the mod contest, such as these two right here as an example. I might do some of them as a FS Mod Mondays episode, or I may do them as like a mini mod show like I did with the International Pro Star and the Case Maxim 5150. I haven't decided yet, but I think most of them will definitely be like the mini mod shows and whatnot. So we're actually going to hop right into this. If you guys do want to know the name of the farm, it is right there, Nunkston. If I do pronounce that wrong, I do apologize. Like I've said many times before, I'm not very good with names. But without further ado, we're actually going to be looking at the Bobcat S160. Now then, personally, it does come with all the regular attachments such as the pallet fork, the silage fork right there, I guess you can call it, the pallet fork, the bale fork, and the regular shovel. It also came with this single axle trailer that looks like you can barely put anything on it. In real life, that would not support a Bobcat S160 whatsoever. Oh well, you would at least need a tandem to haul that. But we're going to hop right into it. It does have one heck of a sound and whatnot to it. If you look throughout there, it's pretty well designed. Since it wasn't a mod contest, it's pretty much got to be well designed if it made it through. And you can see a hydraulic lift right there. You've got some shadowing done on the sides. The tires, they look rough, they look rigid, they look great. It looks great from the outside. They even have the little warning sticker, and that looks like the legit warning sticker that's actually in the vehicle themselves. You even got your little safety bar that pulls down over you. You got your hand controls. The one bad part about it is it does like to go a little bit fast like this in real life. If you do want to decrease the engine speed, just press H, and it will slow it down some, as you can see here. But we're going to increase the engine speed. We're going to hook up to the silage fork right here. And there we go. On the silage fork, it looks like it's pretty well detailed. You got your hydraulic lines. It's running into your hydraulic port on the Bobcat. Lifts up, kind of does like the movement like that on most farming simulator mods for like the front loaders and whatnot. Opens up just like a regular one would, except you got to press H. Or excuse me, not H, but X. X to open it, X to close. And the basic front loader commands for this, and then it's very chintzy. It's the steering on it is very oh, what's the word? It's sensitive is the word. If you press like the key down, it'll turn. This has a captivity of 1750 for that. We put on the lights right here, put on the beacon, and then we're going to take this to the miniature biogas plant that's actually inside this shed. Now then, the next task is actually trying to make it through the door and trying to make it up to the ramp. Whoa, Benelli. It is a little sensitive on the steering, I would have to say that. I can just run it to the bucket, that's cool. Oh, X. There we go. It's actually unloading it perfectly. You're getting the money for it, and it's going right into the hopper. So I mean, I see nothing wrong with that. And for some reason, oh, I've got the time turned up to 120 before I can get the silage, or the grassy turnip silage for this episode to actually test this example of the silage forks out on here. Overall, it's got to be a 9 out of 10 just because of the steering. It's a little sensitive, it's a little touchy, and that's pretty much it. That is another one of the mods from the mod, which is the John Deere 6210R. We might be going over that. Actually, I know we will probably be going over that within the next couple of weeks. We're going to shut that off. This is actually the great one. I did purchase this for my Spring Hill Farm Let's Play, because this was only $21,000 compared to this man thing, which was $120,000, and they can pretty much do the same thing. Now then, if we overlook this, you have your warning sticker right here on the tires. I'm showing on my light right here. And it's starting to lag for some reason. I don't really know why it's lagging. Maybe I got too many vehicles around here. One of the things, I can have to look at the logs and see what's causing that, and maybe tell you guys in the next episode. Down to the gauges, you can see it. You got your brake pedal, you got your gas pedal. You get the logo right there. Very well detailed. You would figure that if it made it into the mod contest, it would have to be, or if they wanted to win, it would have to be great detailed, even down to the tires. The little, so it looks like the little plug guard that guards the cap where you air up the tires. If they do get low, right there. So we're gonna hop inside of it. And you got your warning labels again. You have your own radio, you have the gear shift controller, all in one type of doohickey. You got your throttle right there, and we're gonna go ahead and start this bad machine up, and we're gonna go outside of the cab. F is to turn on these lights. Rear lights is Noom Pad 6. Front work lights is Noom Pad 5, and light effects. If you guys don't know what light effects are, if I can get these to work, light effects would be, it'll do it on the ground here. You'll see a little red light on the ground. There we go. That is the light effects, is what that is. If you turn that off, it's 4. That's pretty much the light effects for it. And you guys can see where it just changes from there. So that's a pretty cool thing if you guys do work in the dark and whatnot. Same thing with the silage fork for this machine. It's pretty basic, the silage rake, or whatever it would like to be called in the store. And if we do hook up to it, press Q, it does actually the same thing. We can open that up there, drop that down, and go pick up some silage. Alrighty, we do have this loaded to the max of 2,000. As you guys can see, this thing does have all-wheel steering on it, so it's very easily maneuverable in tight spaces, confined spaces, and whatnot. There's a bug on my screen. And yeah, you got like your regular extended arm thing and whatnot, but overall it's actually a great mod. And the ramp on here should have been placed in a little bit better place. And it comes out clean like clockwork. We can back it out. Alrighty. Overall, this mod could actually be rated a 10 out of 10. I don't see no problems with it. It works great, gets the job done, and that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you guys did, hit that like button below. It does help me out a lot. If you do want to go check the rest of the Mod Mondays out, there will be a link in the description below to the playlist, and also a couple other helpful links such as the downloads for these two mods. featured in Mod Mondays. Hope you guys did enjoy. Stay tuned for next week's episode. It will be a surprise to me and to you. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, but it will be awesome. Peace.